Good afternoon. Now, Paul and Michelle back again. We have Birra Moretti Baffo d'Or, something like that anyway, for the sub. Coming in at a, I didn't look at that, did I? Sure I knew. Coming in at 4.8% volume. This one's been recommended to me by a few of you. I don't know. I must be honest, I've never actually tried this one. Most of you know the thing with the sub. Maybe it's not too far back the camera, but it's only the pour, and then I'll be. Does help if you get the right side. Oh dear, I'm having the time of it, Dave. Blimey. Doesn't want to go down, does he? So you get that in there, just in case you don't know. Most of you will that's watching this anyway. And then into your trusted sub machine. Down goes that. Shush, 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 shush.
No, not that.
Hold on. Can't do the right time here, am I? Okay. Can't get my hands wrapped it properly. Hold on, people, I've got this sussed. Bloody thing. It helps if you put this on.
You're going to pour it without it?
Well, I know someone that has. Well, I don't. God, deadly, isn't it? Right, so finally we got to the stage of the pour. Like most of us, we have a Moretti glass. There's a pint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pint there. So the old trick, a little bit.
He's having a funny spell.
Do you? Right, okay. There you go, look.
That sounds more like it.
There we go. It's just warming up, people, should we say. Right. Check that. There you are. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Got a two-finger head, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Give a quick snapper of the little beauty, shall we say? It's not really a little beauty, but... And then we can talk a bit more about it. How we love this beer so much. If we do.
I've not actually tried this one before.
No, I've never tried it either. So it is a new one. Right, that'll do. So, you can go first, Eva.
Yeah, malts, hops. Smells like a typical lager, to be fair. A little bit of citrus, maybe.
Right, without being offensive to any Moretti fans, that sounds like that smells like a bog standard lager.
Yeah, just to me too. It's a little bit darker, maybe. It's more of an amber colour than a golden colour.
Like barley. But yeah, it should pretty much. Right, okay, so not being judgmental, what did I? I'll let you go first.
It's really quite hoppy and quite bitter right from the middle sort of taste of the palate. Tastes like an old-fashioned pils to me.
Well, it is meant to be a pils.
See, there you go. That to me tastes like a really old-fashioned, quite bitter pils. I'm not picking up a lot of the citrusy taste that I had a little bit of the aroma. The malts, there's no softness, no sweetness to it. The bitterness I'm picking up almost straight away, and that runs right the way through the whole of the mouthfeel for me. And you end up with still quite a bitter taste in your mouth afterwards.
Also, to add to that, it did taste to me like there was an element of it that was kind of watery. It's not. This is definitely. I mean, I remember Moretti when it first come out. It was obviously a big thing because it was one of them that came and took over your mainstream lagers that we'd had for years, and it was one of the big hitters. And now, I don't think Moretti does a lot for me on anything.
When you get a nice, clean, crisp pint of it, I don't mind a pint of it in pubs, the original one. This for me just tastes like a really old-fashioned pills, and it's really hoppy and really bitter.
It's like, yeah, like your Holston pills days, back in the day, but obviously not as strong because it's only coming in at 4.8%.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. That's what it reminds me of.
It's that taste that, yeah, when it was back in 1989, it was phenomenal, in the early 90s, but nowadays, in all due honesty, I couldn't recommend that in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, it's just overly hoppy, overly bitter for me, really old-fashioned, like you say, like Holston pills, but watered down, with that really kind of bitter aftertaste. Not one for me, really.
No, I couldn't. I mean, it's nice to see they do a different range of varieties, and we've always meant to try that, but nah, no way, Pedro. That's probably got to be one of the, I think it would actually, in fact, be the worst lager I've had on the sub, if I'm honest.
It's not my style of drinking. I'd imagine there's people out there that do still appreciate that really sort of hoppy, bitter taste. I know some people like it. It really isn't for me, so this one gets a no from me.
Yeah, it's a definite no for me. Yeah, it goes without saying, but I'm trying to think of by hand if we've had anything worse on the sub. I mean, some of the IPAs I haven't been keen on because I'm not that much into them. Granted, but we've had some quality, you know. You know, when you have things like that, why can't they get the Paulana Hellies out on the sub?
Yeah.
You know, that's like a Hellies with no go in it and no flavour. It's watery. Yeah, no, definite no.
Definite no for me, and I'm going to go as low as a 4 on this, I'm afraid. Just not for me, not my style of drink.
And I'll say, God, it's got to be 3 out of 10, and I'm being kind and generous because I don't want a Moretti mob to come and get me. Right, sorry if you didn't like what we had to say and you're a diehard Moretti fan, but at least we're honest. You know, a lot of you might like a lot of the things we like, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just our opinion. You may well think, what the hell are them two idiots on about? It's lovely, isn't it? So be it. But yeah, all right, like, subscribe and comment. Bonjour.
Bye.